everybody, and welcome to the Braid It channel. This is your girl Pat. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to cover the subject title of tension because I am getting a lot of phone calls and emails from people that are curious about the tension. Let's get right into it. Cornrows. A lot of times when people are wearing cornrows, doing it all wrong. So we're going to cover certain areas when it comes down to cornrows, individual braids, twists, locks, crochet braids, and even other styles. But I want you guys to understand that it's very important that you apply the right amount of tension when you're doing either of those services. First of all, we're going to start with cornrows. It's already automatic tension from the beginning to the end of that hair, because what's happening is you are grabbing the hair from here and you're doing a continuous braid all the way to the back. What we're doing wrong when it comes to the cornrows is we're taking those particular strands. A lot of you are doing this. You're grabbing it and you're snatching it. You grab and you snatch. Then you grab the other one and you snatch. That is not the proper way. You want to caress those strands. Make sure that you're able to glide that strand up, okay? It should glide right between your fingers. As long as you're doing it that way, you will not have super duper tight cornrows. Make sure that you're not snatching those strands when you're doing your cornrows. Same thing, crochets. Before you do your crochets, you have to form a base, and that is your cornrows. So if you're using braided or twisted hair that is that thick, and you got to take that needle and go underneath that cornrow, there's going to be a lot of pain on that scalp, because now you got to consider the fact that you have made that cornrow too tight, and now you have to go underneath, and that's going to make it even tighter. So what you don't want to do is make the cornrow too tight to a point where you can't get that needle under there. You're forming a T. Let's just jump right into locks, because a lot of us are doing our palm rolls and some of us are doing our latch locking, and I love to do both, but my number one is latch locking. When you're doing the palm roll, you want to make sure that you're not causing any kinks or coils within your lock, because if that happens, and after you clip that hair down and put them under the dryer, that's the way it's going to dry in. And then 3 months later, wherever that coil or that kink has resided, it's going to break. So you don't want that to happen. Make sure that you smooth out that kink or that coil within that lock to avoid any damage or any breakage. Our box braids and twists. Box braids and twists are another issue when it comes down to tension. Many people believe that the braid has to be super duper tight so they don't fall out, especially when it comes to human hair, because human hair is just that really nice silky soft hair. The synthetic hair, which is a cheaper quality of hair, and at the same time you don't have to worry about how long they are or how thick they are, how short they are. But the most important thing is how tight they are. Or before you actually start that first braid, you want to make sure you ask your client, is she okay? You don't want to say, is your scalp too tight? Because that's going to scare her half to death. So just say, are you okay? And sometimes you want to look at facial gestures, because that tells the whole story, or something's wrong. We have to really connect with our client when they don't even know that we're connecting with them, and you have a history of doing tight braids, that you start practicing how to release some of your tension. And a good way to do that is to use a rat tail comb. Put a rat tail comb right underneath the base. When you do that braid, starting here, you see how much space there is there? So that way the client's scalp is just not so tight until they can't sleep that night. You gotta remember that they're paying a top dollar to get these braids done. And also, hair braiding is the highest paying service in the hair industry now. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to make sure that we have covered all our areas of tension, whether it be cornrows, box braids, locks, twists, crochet braids, or weaves. I want you all to understand the importance. And if you have any questions, ideas that you want to share in helping to eliminate tension, just, make sure you give my girl a call or email me. I'll be glad to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.